When not being tested, 674 is to remain in a locked plastic case in Storage Site 23. 674's cord is not required for its operation and is to remain coiled and tied. 674 poses no existential threat to anyone other than its user. However, it has already demonstrated itself to be a potential security risk for the Foundation. Therefore, in the event that security around 674 is compromised, on-site personnel are authorized to destroy it at their discretion. Testing is ongoing to determine the risks and possibilities in using 674 as an information gathering device. Description: 674 is a zapper, a light gun peripheral for the Nintendo Entertainment System, consistent with other models that were bundled with the NES in North America after 1985. 674 displays typical wear and tear and some indication that previous owners tried to pry the casing open unsuccessfully. The device is not indestructible and has responded to stress tests as expected. Disassembling and reassembling the device has revealed no anomalous parts or internal tampering. Cleaning and maintenance of its parts appears to have improved its accuracy, but has not removed a blind spot that begins on the extreme right side of any screen that it is aimed at. When 674 is aimed and fired at any video screen, the user perceives that he or she has fired a shot into the displayed scene. Any physical object within the scene, whether live or previously recorded, will react appropriately in context. People who are shot will appear to die or be wounded, and other people in the scene will duck, take cover, or flee off camera. It must be noted that this will not correspond with reality outside of the video, and no one beyond the user of 674 will perceive this change. Results will vary depending on the context of the video. Fictional characters in a television show will react consistently within the established parameters of their setting, while firing into news reports or documentaries will produce a realistic reaction. Therefore, shooting at an actor in an interview will produce a different result than shooting at the same actor who is currently portraying an invincible cyborg in a science fiction movie. Animated cartoons can also be affected, although cartoon logic produces wildly unpredictable results, ranging from causing a character to momentarily be obscured by a puff of smoke and be covered with soot afterward to data expunged. The most notable result of 674 is that it is permanent and can lead to very unusual experiences for the viewer. If a subject uses the device to shoot a character in a television series, they will forever perceive that they have changed the continuity of the series. A character will remain wounded or dead, and other characters will respond in context. This will continue even if 674 is only used once and the viewer is never exposed to it again. At a certain threshold, fictional characters will begin to make broadly expositional statements to each other through the fourth wall regarding the actions of the viewer, potentially divulging sensitive information. Addendum: 674 was recovered from the home of Redacted. a reclusive 33-year-old Caucasian male. Mr. Redacted came to the attention of the SCP Foundation through posts on his fringe political blog, in which he had claimed to have assassinated then President Redacted and then Vice President Redacted, along with half of Congress, 4 members of the Supreme Court, and a wide range of news anchors, talk show hosts, and political commentators. Questioning of the subject revealed that he never left the house and honestly believed the news reports he was watching and using 674 upon were real. Mr. Redacted claimed that he was using 674 to stave off a military police state. However, using the device to assassinate so many high-profile figures had the exact opposite effect on the video reality he was experiencing. His final blog post described an increasingly unstable global order, martial law, and detailed descriptions of catastrophes consistent with the hypothetical release of SCP-Redacted, SCP-Redacted, and SCP-Redacted, among others. Mr. Redacted claimed prior knowledge of the Foundation and was lying in wait for agents attempting to ambush them by firing 674 into monitors attached to his home security system upon their approach. This, of course, had no effect on the agents who immediately took him into custody and seized 674. Under questioning, Mr. Redacted said that he had discovered the properties of 674 when he idly aimed and fired it at an episode of the cartoon Redacted, when one of the main characters was wearing a graduate's cap and singing about geography. He claims that after the character recovered, it wagged a finger at him and specifically warned him that the SCP Foundation was going to get him if he continued to fire the device before returning to its home. Mr. Redacted perished while held in confinement. Security tapes show that he had been alone and engaged in a heated one-sided argument with the security camera in his cell before being struck down by a 3.38 caliber handgun bullet.